What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about Lost Soul Aside. Guys, we finally won. For those that have been waiting for this game, well, actually, at the end of the day, we still don't have a release date, so I don't want to get your hopes too high, but we finally have something for this game, and that it is going to the China Joy event next week, July 26th, actually, so I believe next Friday, and they're going to be doing two different things. Number one, the director is going to be giving an interview, and there's going to be gameplay. I believe the gameplay is going to be streamed kind of like over him, so he might be talking over it. It might be separate altogether. Now, the one thing we don't know is whether the gameplay itself is going to be brand new or it's going to be stuff that we've seen before. As you may or may not know, depending on how much you know about Lost Soul Aside, the game's been kind of missing in action for a very long time, but it has had stuff. Like, we have had gameplay. We've actually kind of been able to see a little bit of the evolution of the game from the very first time they showed it and showed gameplay to the last time. Like, you can see, progress being made there. So I would prefer and honestly very, very much hope that it is brand new gameplay. I don't see the need to do, gameplay that's 2-3 years old at this point. And also, again, we've talked about Lost Soul Aside a couple different times. It seems like it could be getting close. So I would really, I don't want to set expectations, especially with a game like this, but honestly, I kind of do. I want to say, I want a release date. I want him to, describe the game, talk about it, talk about the state of it, right now. A lot of those things are going to be very important, but I really believe, you got to give a date for this game, and I just feel, China Joy, big event, PlayStation has a huge presence there. I think this is happening kind of separate, obviously at the event, but I don't think it's, through Sony or anything, but it's still, I would look at this as a massive win, right? Now it's just, okay, we got what we wanted. We definitely wanted it to appear at either this event or the Tokyo Game Show, right? One of the two, or maybe even both. And now that we know it is appearing here, and this event actually does make the most sense for this game, in particular, okay, now, what are you going to do? I will take anything, any new info, any new updates for it, but ultimately, yeah, I really think you got to give us the release date, or, if you're not going to give an actual date, if it's not a 2024 game, which at this point, honestly, I'm not really expecting. I think that would kind of be a miracle, if that happened. So if it's, say, 2025, it might be too far off to give an actual date. They might not feel confident. He might not feel confident. So in which case, just give a year. I don't know if we've ever actually had a year release for this game. Maybe we haven't. It's been pushed. But, if you could just say 2025, spring 2025, something like that, I would take that. That's not a release date, but it's a release window, and that's close enough for me. So now it's something to keep an eye on. I think China Joy in general, again, there's some companies that are going. There's quite a few games that are actually going to be there. I don't know how much actual new stuff is going to happen, but this is definitely something to keep an eye on. So next Friday, we'll see what happens. I'll come back and cover whatever we get, and we'll go from there. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel, bell icon turned on. I hope to see you all on the next one.